Hey y'all, it's Elizabeth. I just wanted to make an update. I know it's been a long time since I did like a vlog or something like that. And I mainly make these videos so I can look back myself. I know like one or two people might ever check them. But like I like being able to look back in a couple years and just be like, that was cringe, or that's cool. Like I really grew a lot as a person, or like go back and be like, well, I looked cute that day, even though I might have felt a little different at that time. I don't know. I just like to look back on these and just remember how I've grown or things that have changed. And in general, the last time I made these videos with vlogs, it was an update to my time on hormones, and I'd been on hormones for a year and 6 months, and I decided to go off hormones for like a year because I was really loving the idea of having another kid with somebody else, because I could see myself having a family with them, and I loved them a lot. And I still love them a lot, but like in general, just time off of hormones, and then having some time to reflect on my own for a decent amount of time. I've realized certain things where I don't necessarily like know how to say this in some way. Like I made a Facebook post about it, and like people understood the Facebook post, but as far as like catching up, it's hard to like really like say this in a way where I don't want anyone to use this as like ammunition to be like, oh, well, this person is okay with this part of themselves and this part of themselves. So if you don't let me call you by your old name, then you're just being sensitive. No. I personally think that anyone who is transgender should always be respected for the pronouns they prefer and the name they prefer, and it's just human decency and respect to respect that with somebody. I personally see myself more as gender fluid, or as like I've heard the term that Native Americans had called someone of two spirits, is one I felt really relatable with, and is someone that is of both man and woman. And I personally see myself as someone who is both man and woman. And I'm still not comfortable with my old first name because it was very masculine, but I like that my old name, Evan, was gender fluid to me. And the main reason I felt kind of very uncomfortable with that name is because it was mainly being used by people that weren't loving and accepting Elizabeth. And that still hurts to know that like a big part of who I am isn't accepted with people that I think love me or whatever. Like because I'm not going to deny that they love Evan, but I think to love me wholly, that does mean loving me as Evan and as Elizabeth. And that's the thing that's rough too, because I was like hesitant at first to announce like I'm okay with identifying as Evan and as Elizabeth, because I don't want people to be like, oh, okay, well, if I wait long enough, you'll just be Evan and Elizabeth will be gone. And like, no, I am Evan and I'm also Elizabeth, and I love myself so much for that. And I know some people are probably like even more confused. They're like, so why did you feel more pushed to be Elizabeth for so long? And honestly, it's just I went from like one box of this toxic masculinity that I was trapped in, and I do feel mostly feminine, and I'm more in touch with my woman spirit, and I do feel most comforted as Elizabeth. And so when I wanted to be Elizabeth, I like to just be fully Elizabeth and be respected as Elizabeth. I wanted to be respected, and so it just felt like I've even had someone straight up say that it was easy to respect my she her pronouns because of how girly I was and how feminine I was. And typically when I'm like fully shaven too, and I was wearing makeup and I wear these pink dresses that were really pretty, I like, it was obvious I was trying to pass sometimes, even though I'm not the most passable person. As far as I know, I'm pretty clockable, my big arms, and even the times I typically didn't wear makeup that often, so I'd have some like stubble. But like I'd even get asked sometimes, just because I were wearing sweatpants, like, are you still trans or whatever? And I was like, yeah, I'm not less me just because I'm wearing sweatpants that day because it was more comfortable. And it's just, I get it, sometimes people are just confused, but like it's rough when you feel like you have to fit one box or the other when you're so much more complex than that. And I don't want anyone to feel like they're walking on eggshells with me either. And that's the rough part I had too, is because people like assume that like they're gonna upset me if they use this or that pronoun or something. And like in general, I felt disgusted and like straight up upset with being called he, him, mainly because I had associated that at that time with all of the uncomfort I felt with all that like expectation that I couldn't be Elizabeth at all. But I do love myself as Evan, and I love myself as Elizabeth. But I don't think that accepting one or the other means that the others shouldn't be allowed to exist, because both are parts of who I am. And that is beautiful and amazing about me. And I'm not going to sugarcoat that or hide that for anybody. I know it's going to be harder to be respected now, because Tennessee in general is hard to be accepted as a trans woman, or a woman in general. And then to be a woman that sports a beard and is okay with being called man or a woman, like, I try to open the door for somebody. I'm wearing heels, this dress, and my beard, and he just gave me this weird look. I was like, I was nice to him, and I like held the door open for him. I'm just like, at least I blew his mind with my blew his mind with my beauty today. So like, oh well, like I love that I confuse people, and I don't care. I'm not on this earth to be easily understood. I'm not on this earth to fit in your little box, and I'm not on this earth just to like be what you think I should be. I'm beautifully and unforgivably me, and I could care less what anyone thinks of that. And this year, that's mainly what I'm working on, is just loving myself more, and just being in touch with every single part of who I am as a person. I don't want to hear that anyone used the way I feel as ammunition towards someone that's trans, because that would truly like break my heart to hear that someone acted like I would support anyone slandering someone else for feeling the way they do. Like, if someone genuinely feels like they are just this one gender and just this one pronoun, just this one name, it is human decency and basic respect just to respect that, whether you understand it or not. It's not whether you understand it, it's just treat them with human decency and respect. That's what everyone deserves, in my opinion. But I'm still like, I still see myself more as bisexual, because I am attracted to both genders. But I feel like the rough part for me has been just people assume me, will see me, and they just assume I'm just a gay guy. I'm just overly femme and obviously not passable. And they're just like, yeah, there'd probably be. I've literally had people ask me if me transitioning was because I couldn't get with a girl, or because it's like, no, I literally have people of both gender that obviously want me, and message me a lot. It's just I in general just prefer women, and so there's been some times I've just been like, nah, I'm just gonna say like trans lesbian. It's more relatable because like I do really prefer women, and I think I'll always prefer women. But like, if Ryan Reynolds or Tom Holland came along, yeah, I'd marry the man, but like I just in general normally feel more attracted to women, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like there's a beauty behind like just being fluid in who you are and fluid in what you want and who you love. Like, you should never feel like you have to hide that for no one. And I just wanted to give an update on that. I still think I'm like a agnostic atheist, but I still believe that maybe there could be something out there. And I think the beauty is we really don't know, but I think that God created me so unique and beautifully made that there's no reason that I should be banished, go to hell, or be abandoned over it. So like, I just wanted to catch everyone up on how life's been for me, and just share my growth as a person and as an amazing human being that I am. And I'm at my happy place right now, eating crystals, and in my new car. Yeah, if y'all have any questions or just want to know more, just feel free to ask me. But from Evan and from Elizabeth, love you all. And thank you for watching. Bye.